I like shiny things, and jewelry tends to do that, shine. But all kinds of people wear jewelry. Rich people, broke people, athletes, and normal everyday Joes like me and you. Now, I'm going to talk about why I think jewelry is dumb. Number one, it's expensive as all shit. And if you cheap out, it turns your fingers green and it makes you look like a little broke boy. In 2025, it is projected for Americans to spend $64 billion on jewelry alone. If you were curious, that amount is equal to 3,216,080,402 McChickens. And if you ate 3 a day, you could have McChickens every day for 2,937,059 years. Almost 3 million years. You're not going to be, no one you know is going to be around that long. You don't need that much. We don't need to spend that much money collectively on jewelry and rocks and metal. Anyway, back to my point. I think we spend too much money on jewelry. It is expensive because we put fancy rocks on circles. I find this crazy because a company called, I kid you not when I say this, De Beers, they ran a monopoly and hiked up the prices of diamonds, and once they left, we just kept the prices there. We just stuck them there. So now we pay an outrageous amount of money for diamonds. You know what I think is special? A uranium ring. Give your partner a uranium ring and give them radiation poisoning. That shows how much you truly love them. 2. Money doesn't buy love, but jewelry does. If you buy a cheap wedding ring, then people will think you hate your soon-to-be wife, which I talked to my girlfriend about this, and she said that's true, but I told her I'm not going to spend more than $1,000 on a wedding ring, and then we got into it anyway. But if you file for a second mortgage, then buy a rock on a circle, you're a gentleman, you know? You have that $10,000 ring that your wife always wanted because it's so pretty. I believe that we should spend no more than $1,000 on a wedding ring because, duh, obviously. The simple solution is getting a tattoo or a silicone ring like most people do. Also, you're a target for thieves. A simple solution to not losing a $5,000 ring is don't get one in the first place. There you go. Problem solved. Anyway, if you're walking around with a $5,000 ring on your hand, just walk around with $5,000 in your hand and see who takes money from you and who doesn't. Over $1.7 billion worth of jewelry is stolen a year. That's yearly. I can't even imagine through the decade. And only $37 million worth is recovered. Isn't that fucking cuckoo? Number 3. This one's a positive. I think it looks great. I love Cuban links, cable chains, Figaro chains, especially when they're real shiny. If you think rappers' chains shine, look at athletes. Athletes have the most blinged out chain. A lightning bug could be near them and it'll just light up the room. It's insane. Go to TikTok and type in athlete's chain. You will see how crazy their chain. It's insane. They pay crazy amounts for it, but they can afford it. Normal people like me and you cannot afford crazy chains, and I don't understand people who can't afford it, who buy it and can't afford it. I don't want to get into it. Anyway, your jaw will drop in astonishment for how bright these chains can get. It's insane. In conclusion, jewelry is expensive and easily stolen and easily lost. But if you can afford it, buy it. If you can afford to lose $20,000 off your neck just by a guy simply going like that, go for it, man. It's your money. You spend it how you'd like. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go take a nap.